so that all the resolutions that come out.
The Governors' Conference is held every 4 years, but there are plans to hold a conference every 2 years. However, Governor Juffa says the conference is long overdue and must occur annually, where discussions can be carried out between provincials' heads. At the same time, Juffa says a secretariat should also be appointed to follow through with meeting outcomes and other government matters put forward at the summit.
All governors agreed that there must be a governors' conference every year, during which we must review the results of the previous conference, the outcomes, and the resolutions. There must also be a secretariat created so that all the resolutions that come out of these type of conferences or this particular conference, all the resolutions must be acted upon. We can't just leave this conference feeling good about ourselves because we expressed our concerns about the country and then nothing happens.
He says with the current economic constraints, provincial governments should find ways to generate funds and not depend on government funding.
One is giving the provincial governments greater financial autonomy so that they are not always running back to Waigani and ministers and the government for money, but they can raise their own revenues and they can manage their own provinces without having to always come here to Waigani and find out where their money is, why it's not being paid on time, and so forth and henceforth.
Governor Juffa also called for a relook at resources laws that were drawn up in the colonial days.
We have to change these laws so that they benefit us. For example, you look at the royalty returns on resources, it's about 2%. Every other country, the royalty returns are in 20%, 28%, even 30% in some instances. Why are we getting only 2% on our resources? These are some of the issues that were discussed. We look at the gas agreement, the current gas agreement. That agreement was a scam. It is evident. It is now known that it was a scam. So therefore, all the governors have resolved that these laws must be reviewed for the better interests of our people, current and future. This is no different from the time when you had people who came to our country and took vast amounts of land for beads, for steel access, for tobacco, and they got access to much of our resources. The same thing is happening today, except our ancestors did not have knowledge of the value of their resources, and they did not know the value of the garbage that they were accepting.
Godwin Eki, National, EMTV News.